Hello students, today we are going to start new chapter. Its good name, Infectious Disease and How to Prevent Them. See student, one has to take care to stay away from people who are ill with the flu, ringworms, scabies, chickenpox. These diseases spread from one person to the other. Such diseases are called infectious diseases. What causes what causes these diseases? See, they are caused by microorganisms. Every infectious disease is caused by a specific microorganisms or germ. When the germs of particular disease enter the body and begin to grow, the person gets the disease. How is one person disease passed on to another person? When a person has a cold, the germs from his body spread in the air when he coughs or sneezes. When these germs enter other people's body, they can also get the disease. That is, the disease spreads. Typhoid spreads when its germs are passed on by a person ill with typhoid to another person. Spread of infectious disease. See, the germs of a disease like a influenza are present in the spit or saliva of the person who has the disease when he coughs, spits, or sneezes. They enter the air with the tiny droplets or of saliva or spit. When other people breathe in that same air, the germs enter their bodies. Diseases of the throat and the chest spread through the air. For example, tuberculosis, swine flu, etc. That is why we are told to cover our nose and mouth when we cough or sneeze. See student, remember it. Cover our nose and mouth when we cough or sneeze. See student, it is our responsibility to prevent the pollution of public sources of water. The germs of diseases of the intestines like typhoid, cholera, diarrhea, as also of jaundice are present in the feces of the affected person. If the feces get mixed with water, the germs in it also enter the water. If another person drinks water which has been contaminated by these germs, they are enter these intestines too, and that person can get the disease. To prevent the spread of disease in this manner, it is best to avoid washing clothes and bathing in the water sources of defecating on the bank of the water, etc. See, you may have heard of a number of people getting gastro or diarrhea after eating contaminated food at a function. Disease spread through food also. This is also called food poisoning. See, you have seen flies sitting on dirt. When they sit on the faces of a person who has an intestinal disease, the germs of the disease sticks on their legs. When the same flies sit on our food, the germs enter the food. If we eat that food, the germs enter our body and we can get the disease. That is why it is important to always keep our food covered. Food is handled while preparing or serving. If someone who has an intestinal disease handles or serves food without washing his hand properly, the germs sticking to his hands can enter the food. Food contaminated in this way can also cause disease. One must avoid eating it. Maintaining cleanliness everywhere is beneficial for our health. See, keeping food covered ensures that flies cannot sit on it. Dust and other rubbish in these surroundings also cannot enter it. This prevents the microorganisms from entering the food and the spread of disease is also prevented. You may be aware that one can get malaria from the bite of a certain kind of mosquito. When these types of mosquito bite someone who has malaria, the malaria germs in that person's blood enter the mosquito body with the blood. If this mosquito bites another person, the malaria germs enter that person's body too, and he too can get malaria. Insects like mosquitoes and players spread disease. That is why we must stop such insects from breeding. Ringworms, scabies, and disease that affect the skin. Their germs found on the skin. If someone else comes in contact with the skin of a person having this disease or wear these clothes, then that person can get that skin disease too. That is why it is better to avoid sharing clothes. Thank you.